Hey everyone, I'm back with another update. In this episode, I'll cover news from the Department of War, the drama in Minnesota, immigration related news, and a generous donation. Of course, I'll end with the noteworthy tidbits. The Washington Post claimed that War Secretary Pete Hegseth and/or Admiral Bradley are war criminals by ordering the killing of terrorists after an initial strike, but as the New York Times reported, Hegseth did not give any further orders and the target remained lawful because the terrorists might have gone to retrieve the boat. Hegseth and the Trump administration confirmed that strikes on narco terrorists will continue, and I'd like to point out to those upset about the deaths of these drug traffickers, the number of those killed in the strikes are absolutely nothing compared to those killed every single hour by the drugs they're bringing into our country. U.S. military development of drone technology is being ramped up so that we don't need to, in Hegseth's words, shoot down cheap drones with $2 million missiles. The program, called Drone Dominance, is a $1 billion program funded by the Big Beautiful Bill, and it will start with creating small attack drones. Last for this topic, Secretary Hegseth presented the Purple Heart to Army Master Sergeant Amy Vreeland, whose award was delayed for years and then mailed to her by the Biden administration instead of presenting it in person. Hegseth said that Army Master Sergeant Amy Vreeland qualified for the award as a result of a mild traumatic brain injury she suffered while deployed in Afghanistan in 2019. However, an administrative backlog resulted in her not receiving the award until January 2023. On to the drama surrounding Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and the Somalian fraud schemes. It was discovered that Minnesota distributed one-third of its non-domiciled CDLs illegally, with Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy giving Governor Walz 30 days to fix the problem or lose $30 million in federal funding. The Small Business Administration ordered an investigation into Minnesota overseeing multiple Somali organizations defrauding the taxpayer through SBA loans, and it's being reported that Walz threatened and intimidated Minnesota whistleblowers on rampant Somalian fraud. Local news in Minnesota reported that Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is investigating Walz overseeing taxpayer dollars going to a Somalian terror group, and Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem discovered that 50% of visas in Minnesota are fraudulent. The Trump administration is preparing a major immigration operation in Minnesota that would primarily focus on Somalians, according to the Associated Press, and the Minneapolis police chief is demanding Somalians and residents call 911 on ICE if they start arresting people with masks on. Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon responded to this by pointing out that you will go to prison if you impede. Let's shift to immigration-related news. The Trump administration is cutting off federal dollars to states who hide SNAP benefits data to allow rampant fraud, and USDA Secretary Brooke Rollins confirmed a massive SNAP overhaul and fraud purge is happening right now. Illegal aliens, dead people, and double dippers are being removed. 21 states are going to lose their funding due to hiding SNAP data, and people must work or volunteer 80 hours per month to qualify for benefits. Rollins also confirmed that 800,000 people have been removed from the SNAP program already, with 186,000 of those people being dead and 500,000 receiving double benefits. Secretary Duffy revealed that fake CDL schools are running rampant in blue states, letting foreigners who can't speak English get licenses and drive semi-trucks. It's been confirmed that nearly 44% of the 16,000 CDL programs are illegal, and these illegal operations will be shut down. Secretary Noem announced the 10,000th ICE officer will be on the job soon, and the Trump administration has fired 8 immigration judges in New York. The administration officially halted all immigration and naturalization for immigrants from 19 third world countries, including migrants from these nations who already passed the citizenship test and those who came here since January 20th, 2021. Secretary of State Marco Rubio pointed out that it's a lie that we can vet third world migrants, as you can only vet information that exists, and there is no effective way to allow hundreds of thousands of people to enter any country in the world and not face consequences. Hanover Park Police in Illinois just rehired an illegal alien who was recently arrested by ICE, giving him back pay as well, and an anti-ICE man with a known criminal record was arrested for throwing Molotov cocktails at a federal building in Los Angeles. Switching to a very generous donation. Michael and Susan Dell confirmed a massive $6.2 billion investment into 25 million Trump accounts for new American children. This is one of the largest private donations in American history, and it's been confirmed that Trump accounts can grow to $191,000 from age 0 to 18, then to over $2 million up to retirement, with the maximum contribution of $5,000 per year. Michael Dell revealed that the donation applies only to families who need it most for kids under the age of 10 that live in zip codes where the median income is less than $150,000. These Trump accounts are the first real trust funds that the government can't touch. They're 100% private property, controlled by the child's guardians, and donors can contribute money at any time. Now it's time for the noteworthy tidbits, which are brought to you today by Old Glory. Let me tell you about them quick. Are you looking for a gift for a music lover, or maybe some apparel to show off your quirky side? Old Glory has you covered. With over 300,000 officially licensed items covering music, sports, entertainment, and pop culture, you're guaranteed to find the perfect item. They even have seasonal gear. My husband enjoys the Beatles and Led Zeppelin apparel, and I love the Billy Idol apparel. I even found items for my fellow plant enthusiasts. This family-owned superstore is known for their quality and customer service, offers free standard shipping on all orders, and orders are shipped the same day you purchase. My discount code gives you 15% off your entire order, and it's currently the best deal available. Just visit oldglory.com and enter in my promo code JADE, that's JADE, at checkout. All right, let's get back to the tidbits. Trump endorsed Matt Van Epps won Tennessee's 7th Congressional District special election. President Trump declared that anything signed by the unauthorized auto pen within the Biden administration is null, void, and of no further force or effect. Trump also said that anyone receiving pardons, commutations, or any other legal document so signed, please be advised that said document has been fully and completely terminated and is of no legal effect. Dallas County, Texas moved to all paper ballots secured with watermark paper, and President Trump called on all GOP governors to make paper ballots mandatory to save money and freedom. The New York Times claims President Trump is showing signs he's unfit for office due to lagging health, but the New York Post reported that, according to the White House logs, President Trump has been working up to 12 hours a day and averaging 50-hour work weeks, not counting weekends. Illinois Democrats are being accused of stealing from the taxpayer after passing guaranteed income, which is very susceptible to fraud. This program is designed to send money to people who need it on top of any welfare program benefits people are already receiving. President Trump said he believes income tax will be abolished for most people because so much money is coming into the country from tariffs, and he said the tariff dividend checks are likely going out next year on top of record tax refunds. In other tariff-related news, Costco is suing the Trump administration, demanding tariff refunds. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff traveled to Moscow to negotiate with Russian President Putin in the hopes of finally ending the Russia-Ukraine conflict. President Trump revealed that the United States made $40 billion in 3 months with the deal he made with Intel. The U.S. House Committee passed legislation abolishing lifetime tenure for federal bureaucrats. The federal government has officially charged the Afghan shooter for the murder of National Guard member Sarah Beckstrom, making him eligible for the death penalty if convicted. He pleaded not guilty from his hospital bed. As for Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, President Trump announced he is doing better than anticipated, according to Wolf's mother. The U.S. Senate confirmed 2 judicial nominees, David Bragdon and Lindsey Freeman, both to the Middle District of North Carolina. Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna is forcing a vote on banning congressional stock trading, circumventing leadership. President Trump confirmed there are almost $20 trillion in investments coming into the United States. The Indiana House Committee passed the new Republican redistricting map for the 2026 congressional midterms. Texas Governor Greg Abbott asked Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent to end the tax-exempt status for the Council on American-Islamic Relations, saying it is a direct subsidiary of the Muslim Brotherhood. Obama-appointed Judge Indira Talwani blocked the Big Beautiful Bill from defunding Planned Parenthood across multiple states. Considering it's now a law passed by Congress, her ruling will be quickly overturned. Lastly, the Department of Justice sued several blue states for hiding voter roll data, potentially allowing a large amount of fraud to take place. Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon stated that compliance is not optional, nor is election integrity, and she confirmed the states sued include Delaware, Maryland, New Mexico, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Washington. That's all I have for today. I'll be back with another update soon. Until then, please like, subscribe, and share this podcast, and follow me on Instagram and X at Shades of Jade Pod. Thank you for listening and have a great day.